Hi everyone, welcome back to the Ozone for another stream this Friday, and I kind of feel like we haven't streamed in a while on a Friday. It's been a lot of happening every week. I'm not gonna lie, it's been quite exhausting. Like damn, maybe I'm an old man at this point. No, we can't say that. We're still kind of young. It's still a lot happening. Whoop whoop, that party is here. Trickster, you're not allowed to, what is it called? Brag about your position. But I appreciate you being here. We are keeping the chat open today, so, let's, fingers crossed that, you and me, everyone else as well, are treating this accordingly. But yeah, good to see you boys back here as well. Mabu being early gang as well. I hope you've been good. I haven't seen you in a while, Mabu. So hope hope you're doing well. Trickster, is being... Trickster is just being, what can I say, the admin, no, not admin. Admin, yeah, no, moderator. Why am I saying like administrator? That's not even the thing. You were just watching Liza P speedrun? Yeah. Like, I think you can actually do that run quite fast if I'm not mistaken. And honestly, so here's the thing though, like my Liza P thing, or like my Liza P game, I had it as part of like the Xbox Game Pass. I didn't actually buy it. And now like I canceled my Xbox subscription because pretty much there's like not really any like major games happening there, and to be fair, it's just like monthly waste, right, of money. So I'm just not feeling like having that at the moment. And so I saw that Liza P though is a like 40% discount now on Steam, so I'll probably pick it up, so I can get like the DLC when it comes out. And just also because I feel like this is one of the studios it makes sense to support, kind of like Remnant 2 as well. It's like a studio, it's like, I felt like it made sense to buy it to support the game, to support the developers. And even like with the No Rest for the Wicked game, which is still like in early access, like it's the same thing, you see like the kind of passion they have for the game, like the way it plays, like the way it feels. It's just the effort they put in. And I think that kind of puts down in a lot of position. Like I now just was watching like Enotria, the Italian Souls-like, summer Souls-like game, right? And in the beginning, I was like very hyped about it because I thought like they would kind of approach this the same way as Liza P did, and I think the issue now is that there's a lot of kind of challenges in Enotria, even if they kind of delayed it like at least, I think they delayed it like three months or something, and for the first time they had like the release date on the same day as like the Elden Ring DLC, which obviously made sense. They moved that, right? And then they moved it to the same date as Black Myth Wukong, I believe, as well. So they were like, well, how the fuck do you time that shit? And then the third one is obviously now on like September 19th, which was obviously also the same day as God of War Ragnarok release. So they kind of like fucked up on their timeline of promotion. But either way, the game is out. Like, people have been playing it. Like, I tested the demo. The demo was okay, but it wasn't like making me really wanted to like buy the game. Liza P, I also played the demo, and I had like a completely different experience. You saw like how smooth it was. The environment, the way it played. Just the feeling of it was just so amazing. And with the Nautria, I just didn't have that same kind of feeling. And the issue now is that people are essentially, so they're getting a lot of backlash essentially because they are now released sort of like a timeline of like key features that they're gonna release up until like March next year. So everyone is like, well, why did you release it now then? Like clearly the game is not ready. Like why not wait until March or do as many other, like for instance, No Rest for the Wicked. They did like an early access mode, right? So you kind of like do the early access, you get people trying in, but obviously you pay, what, like 30 euros, 40 euros maybe, for the game. I think I paid like 31 euros for like No Rest for the Wicked. So you pay like a lower price, but you get people to be able to test it, right? And utilize that as feedback. And so now they're kind of like in a tricky position where they kind of made you pay like, 50, 55 euros for the game. And performance isn't like the biggest issue, I think. Like the biggest issue seems to be like the combat, like the way it feels. And people are now like, wait, well, why were you releasing it then if it wasn't really ready? Kind of like a little bit how Lords of the Fallen did as well, right? They did like a lot of implementations after the game, right, released. So kind of like a little bit similar story to that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting, but yeah, it's definitely like a game like I would like to try at some point, but at the same time, I don't know, like probably, maybe if it gets like 40% or something, are into Warhammer stuff. Honestly, Mabu, I haven't really explored any of that like world or anything like that before, so pretty new to it, but like the game that released now looks pretty amazing. I have like a buddy of mine as well, like playing it, testing it out, and if it seems like so good that it is, maybe I have to pick it up at some point, because obviously, playing good games is always a nice thing, right? But it's not like something that really, piqued my interest or anything like that. What about you guys? You sent Devil May Cry 3 cutscenes. Okay, yeah, no, we'll definitely kind of check out if you guys have some links. We can do at the end. I pretty much got up like, I think I have like 4 or 5, maybe like 6 videos I already prepared. Some are like smaller, some are like bigger, but they're pretty cool, and I think we can kind of just take a look at this. It's some game trailers, some reactions, and then I wanted to like just play a little bit of Last Epoch. So I don't know if you guys are aware of Last Epoch, but Last Epoch is sort of like a mixture between Diablo and Path of Exile. But it's quite a chill game, and I'm kind of like in a chill mood. And I figure like they did like a new update yesterday, just kind of adding like some cool things, some quality of life features, and yeah. So just wanted to check that out a little bit. Your friend is streaming until dawn these days? Yeah, this is actually a scary game that I would love to try. I think it's out on PC now, right? Or were they like, I don't know, they said like it was like a new store. Is it Until Dawn that we're like the... I think it's Until Dawn. Like, that's the kind of like scary game I would love to try, actually, So that's kind of like a game I think would make sense. Because I think it's like the choices that you have to make in the story, right? It's kind of cool. But the issue I remember with like Until Dawn is like I watched like Jev kind of play through all of it, or like I think it was Jev. I don't know, maybe him. But either way, I watched him like play through it all essentially, and so I feel like I kind of, know the story, So that's kind of like the issue. PC One is October 4th. Oh, okay, yeah. So here's the thing though, like I would actually pick that up and play it, like if like it has like a good launch, right? In a sense where like maybe like a few weeks after, like if the performance is doing well, then obviously I would be interested in playing that, to test it out, because that's kind of like again this story like scary game choices, maybe we can do that as well. I think that could be cool as well to just put on the stream essentially. But yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to do like a few React videos today. Not too long of a stream. I have like a pretty hectic weekend, so will be like no stream tomorrow. Like I have to go to the cabin, help out my family a little bit, and kind of do a lot of extra stuff. So I won't really be home until like Sunday evening. So that's why I figured let's just kind of do like a chiller stream today, and Last of Epoch is kind of like chill game, and React is obviously always fun, You guys are always like sharing some cool videos as well. Life is Strange. Yeah, I kind of looked it up a little bit, but I just don't know if it's like my type of game. No discount on all stuff sucks. I don't know, like sometimes it is though, Mabo. Like you essentially, sometimes you have like, for instance, like a good example, like God of War, obviously it depends maybe how old it is, but like God of War, like the first one, I bought like 50% off, so it's pretty good when you're thinking about like the quality of the game. And it's from like 2019, and I think Sekiro as well, I bought like 50% off, so there's always like, you know, you can still get like some old games. And I think also Red Dead Redemption, sometimes they have like these crazy discount on like 60 something percent. Like it's insane. And like thinking about like how popular those games are, like that's pretty insane. Or like how big of an audience they have, right? So it's quite interesting. But yeah, what about you guys though? Have you explored like any Warhammer stuff? Because I think maybe I would try it out at some point, like maybe on discount. But I think also it would be a really cool like co-op game. You know, I think it would be more fun to play this, you know, together, kind of like Helldivers in a sense. You know, but not really as Helldivers, but kind of similar. But I think it would be more fun in like co-op, right, with your friends. So you know, it could be cool. But I don't know. All right, let me get up YouTube. Let me get up YouTube here, and we'll take a look. So the first video we're actually gonna take a look at. Yeah, waiting for a discount on a few games I like but don't want to play the full price. Yeah, I'm totally with you on this. Like, what are some of the games that you're looking at, or like that you have on your list? I have like 8 games on my Steam list now, you know, that I'm just kind of, you know, looking at, like waiting at, like just keeping an eye on, you know. But I'm kind of curious, what are some games that you guys are having on your list? Maybe we'll go through my list as well. Let me see. All right, there we go. All right, so the first video we're reacting to is introducing the PlayStation 30th Anniversary Collection. Not gonna lie though, that brings some nostalgia back to me, you know? That is like so nostalgic for me, and like the way it looks. Like, I didn't actually have a PlayStation like back when I was a kid, but I had like friends, right, that I visited, and we played like some games, you know, when I was younger, and pretty much everyone had like a PlayStation. I remember this like when I was a kid, and like I talked to like my parents were very like, you know, they didn't want to have like a gaming system in house, right? So I had to essentially go to like friends places to play video games or like test that out. So the only like kind of thing that we had was like a work computer, because my dad worked with like PCs and computers, and and um, and yeah, so like essentially I had to only like go to friends to play, like, you know, on play games, right? So like we only had like a work computer, and the only game I played like on the work computer was like FIFA. You know, it's like from like my first FIFA game was like FIFA 98. I always been very passionate about like football, right, on in sports. So it was like the only game I was playing until I was like, I don't know, maybe like 14, 15 years old. But anyways, so what I was gonna say is that so my whole kind of idea of like gaming, like when I was a kid, was like everyone I knew had like a PlayStation. You know, they had, is what they had. So when I kind of got like a little bit older, and my dad, I remember he won like this sales competition, and he could get like he could choose like a free reward, probably like, you know, some sort of, I don't know, like it was something he could choose from, right? It was, I don't know, certain rewards, and one of the rewards that he got was like an Xbox, like the original Xbox with like 5 games or something like that. He even got like Halo and like some other games. And I said to my dad, like, come on, please choose like the Xbox, you know, like that would be so cool. And even if it's like, you know, I asked him like before, like, oh, can I get like a PlayStation? They never wanted to like give me a PlayStation. So the fact that like he ended up choosing like the Xbox as the reward, that's what made me like an Xbox kind of guy, you know, like that's what really made me that, which is kind of interesting, because after that, like I was like, ah, screw PlayStation, I choose Xbox, right? So a little bit on kind of like a memory side, you know, of like why you choose the one console over the other. But regardless of like all this story, is that looking at like, you know, the PlayStation 30th Anniversary Collection, like it just brings so much memories from like me as a kid, that that I don't know, like I might actually, like if I'm able to get like my hand on this 30th Anniversary Collection, I might buy it actually. I don't know if I'll buy the Pro version though, but yeah. So I don't know. It was a long little backtrack story there for you guys before we watch it. What are you guys saying? You're waiting for Life is Strange, okay? And then Mabu is waiting for Hollow Knight. Okay, that's pretty nice. And Dark Souls 3. So here I would say though, Mabu, is that when I buy like the, or are you referring to Dark Souls 3? I don't know. If you are referring to Dark Souls 3, I would do like this. So in your Steam library, like find the game and put it on like, watch or like follow it, right? Or like in your list, right? And so you will get like notified when it gets on discount. So here's what I noticed is that every time the Elden Ring, or like not Elden Ring, but like the Dark Souls games goes on discount, they always do like the discount on like Bandai Namco as well, like the main page. So what I did is that I buy like all my Dark Souls games, I buy from Bandai Namco. And the reason for it is that you kind of collect like these points, which you can get like as discount, and you can pick up like some nice things like after. So that's what I did with like the Elden Ring, like the Dark Souls. Sekiro, I don't know if I actually bought it through that. I don't think that were possible. But like all the Dark Souls games, you can definitely buy it through Bandai Namco. And because I did that, I actually saved like almost like 100 euros on my Mesmer statue. So just kind of like a friendly tip there, if it's Dark Souls you're talking about. And I would obviously, and I think it would make sense to kind of support Bandai Namco directly, and then you just get like a Steam key, for it. And they usually have like pretty much the same discount anyway, so maybe it's like, a little bit conversion take, but that's pretty much it. Hot take, you think the 700 price for the PS5 Pro is reasonable? I don't know. The thing is like with it though is that yes, like it has like some increases in, performance, but it seems like it's more on paper than it is, kind of valuable for the games itself. And that's where I think it's kind of the issue, right? And then it kind of, I don't know, it just puts it in a position where, like, I'm not saying you're going to get, like, a good PC for 700, but say you spend, like, 1,000, right? Like, you could get a pretty decent PC for it. So it's just pretty much the argument of, like, it's starting to reach, like, a point of cost where, like, the console is essentially the easy way of not getting a PC, right? It's simple, all you need is a PlayStation, you don't need all the other things. And for that reason, like, it should be kind of like the cheaper option. And I'm not saying like 700 euros is, a lot more, or like a lot less, or a lot more than what it usually is, but I think maybe the sweet spot there is perhaps lower than the 700, especially in terms of like what it's giving. But obviously you're entitled to, your own opinion, right? Yeah, and that's the thing, Trickster, right? It's essentially just like they have added like some big numbers, but when it actually kicks in, like it doesn't seem to make like a major difference. And that's where I think the people are just kind of, well, why are we paying, I don't know, 200 more, right? That's kind of the issue. You usually play on your PlayStation. On my PlayStation, my PC is pretty weak. Yeah, that's fair. I think that makes sense. But then I guess, like, are you able to get, like... But technically, Dark Souls 3 is not a very demanding game, though. So I think you should be fine, I don't think you have that... You probably don't have that crap of a computer, right? Like, Dark Souls 3 is not, like, a very demanding game. Because, like, what they did in Elden Ring is that kind of... They made, like, the entire world visible, right? So, and obviously also open world, so you can kind of go where you want to go. So if you see somewhere in Elden Ring, you can go there, right? But in Dark Souls 3, they kind of added hey 4Bay, you're just scrolling on your phone because I'm bored. Hope you're having a good stream. Well, I appreciate that. Just finished my first live stream on here. I thought out here's a girl streamer. It's tough out here. Sorry, I can't read. Just left you a follow on your stream. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, and hope you had a good stream as well. And thanks for the following. You're always welcome to stop by. Let me see. Remember Apple claimed that their 8GB laptop can outperform 16GB PC? Actually, I don't remember that, but Apple kind of screwed people. But Apple has kind of screwed people over for like ages, though. If you think about it, you know that's just been like too long. You know, it's just I don't know. Like I'm kind of stuck even now, though, of like buying. I'm not stuck with buying it, but I'm just waiting like 4 or 5 years before I buy like a new one. And that's sort of like the way I think with like consoles as well, and like PCs is like try to push them as long as you can before you upgrade or buy like a new one. And I think we reached that point as well with my PC now. I had it for like almost 5 years, so I think it's like makes sense to swap it again, right? I'm gonna buy anyways. PS5 is pretty strong on its own, and the Pro doesn't have much games it can enhance. Yeah, and this is also another argument of like why the PS5 alone is like, or the PS5 Pro, like what is the extra value that like people are paying for, right? Essentially, like what's the point? Because if you think about it, like a lot of the PlayStation, like, or what drove people to PlayStation was a lot of their exclusive games, and now it doesn't even seem like they have a lot of good exclusive games anymore. And even like with some of the games that they do, like it seems like also with the remasters that they're doing, it's like they're choosing the games that people don't want, right? Where's the Bloodborne remaster? Where's like the Demon Souls? Like took them like so long to get God of War on PC, right? It took them like 3-4 years. Obviously it went faster with God of War Ragnarok, but still though, it's just like it doesn't give people like an incentive, to really pay like the extra buck. And that's where I think a lot of people are now, which is kind of funny about like the 30th anniversary if you think about it, because it's like put people in a position where like they probably would release it anyways, even regardless of like the PS5 Pro being a hit or not, they would still probably release it. But I feel like it's a very strong argument of them saying kind of like, well, the feedback on the PS5 Pro is like shit. So why don't we kind of just pitch, or why don't we release like the PlayStation 30th anniversary just a little bit earlier, than we planned, or like the promotion of it, so we kind of get that hype back up again. And that was a big power move. That was a good marketing move and a business move, because people now, like myself, right, I'm not even a PlayStation person, and I'm just like, you know what, that looks fucking sick, I might actually get that. And that's what I'm saying, is that I think it actually would be a good, like, it brings me a lot of nostalgia. It kind of reminds me of my Xbox 360. So the Xbox 360 that I bought is like a Star Wars exclusive, and this one it's like it's so worth for me for having, because even if I don't use it anymore, it's just gonna be like a very nice collector piece, that I just think it's gonna be, especially in terms of like the Star Wars brand. Although like Disney kind of fucked it up recently, companies always test people's stupidity level. That is true. People also brain dead that they will rush to buy a new iPhone just to brag they have it. Yeah, and I think that's sort of like the issue where, Apple kind of took advantage of that. But, and I get why they do it, but it's just kind of, I think people have to be more patient, in terms of like, you don't need like a new phone every year, or like even like now they make, I think Apple releases 2 phones a year. It's like November and like February or something like that. So I think it's almost like twice a year, right? For those that buy like a new one every time. And it's like, you don't need that. Like, it's just maybe like 1 or 2 new feature. Usually it's like, oh, we improved the camera. It's always the camera. And like, oh, we improved the screen a little bit. It's not anything that brings the phone like to the next level. And that's why I miss like Steve Jobs, right? Like he was like the innovator. Like he's the people that you really need in this, So it's a bit unfortunate. And obviously it doesn't help that people are like scrolling like TikTok every day too. You're making people are getting brain dead out of that too. Like we're getting impatient. We're just have no control in our we just keep on scrolling and scrolling. We don't have the consistency to wait. Take the time, listen. We just feel like the rush. So it's a bit unfortunate. And businesses have been smart on utilizing that. All right. I'm apparently in a very talkative mood, so let's watch some. The camera's not even Apple. Sensor is from Sony. I don't doubt it at all. It's an ugly business move. But here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, the market decides. You know, like you can say what you want about like how they are doing it, but as long as people are buying, market dictates. You know, it's just the way it is. Market dictates. You know, and that's what you kind of see the result of now in the gaming industry, right? Of like people like making games that people don't really want or the consumers don't really want, and then they don't buy it, right? And you see like, oh shit, it didn't work. So you kind of like starting to see some sort of trends in certain areas. I'm not saying that's gonna happen with Apple, because Apple is just, you know, they find a way to kind of just make it seem, and then they have like this crazy. It seems like they're kind of blind, you know, like the big Apple fans, right? And I'm sitting here with my 2 iPhones as well, but but I'm not buying a new phone every year, right? I'm buying one like every 4 or 5 years. I think it makes sense. But either way, it's just like they kind of tricked into like thinking they need the next and a new thing. So, anyways, all right, let's take a look at the 30th anniversary collection, though.
I'm Kristen Zatani with PlayStation Blog, and today all of us at Sony Interactive are so excited to debut the PlayStation 30th Anniversary Collection as part of PlayStation's 30th anniversary. To do that, I'm being joined by someone who can show us exactly how special this collection is. Hideaki Nishino, CEO of Sony Interactive Platform Business Group. Nishino-san, nice to see you.
Hi, Kristen. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today.
CEO.
As you know, the original PlayStation debuted in Japan on December 3rd, 1994.
Huh.
We knew that in 2024, to celebrate this 30th anniversary milestone, we had to create something that honored the history and joy that PlayStation has brought us all since the 90s. And I do mean all of us, past and present employees, fans and players around the world, all of our amazing partners, and even colleagues and competitors. We've all shared and challenged each other, experienced so many amazing games and moments together. I truly want to express my gratitude and appreciation to everyone who's let PlayStation into their lives.
Well, we are honored to be able to take this first look at the 30th Anniversary Collection. So let's take a look first at the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition 30th Anniversary Limited Edition Bundle. Now, this PS5 looks pretty familiar for me.
Yeah. So obviously,
it's
we bring the
old
original
school.
Gray back to this PS5 Digital Edition. And then it's panel, but also the main body has a gray coloring as well.
Nice. Can you tell me a little bit more about some of the things we're seeing?
Yeah. So on the front, when you look at this trace, it has the PlayStation 30th Anniversary printing. And then on top, there's a PlayStation logo in the original 4-color version.
That is so good.
Very cool. Well, my favorite thing that I've spotted already is I see something on the back here. The logo's been sort of updated.
Bro, that
so
one
this
actually
is uniquely designed for this
funny.
Anniversary. And
that was a good one,
printing
Trickster.
Inside of the panel.
Goes for both of them,
so
technically.
Maybe you don't notice about it, but
right
yeah.
on the inside.
Oh my god. Yeah, I
And,
know,
we
like
also
that's what I'm
designed the
saying
unique
though.
sparticle
It's
stand
so
for this
good.
design as well with the
look
color
at
match.
That's right, it's gray, the original gray. Very cool.
So whole package you will enjoy.
It's just unfortunate the PS5 Pro looks
let's
better.
Talk about the DualSense.
Yeah.
Like, look at the controller though. Like, it literally looks like the old one.
Fantastic.
And you might be noticed about the button color.
The original colors.
God.
Yeah, so this has been done by Tokyo Engineering. 4 layers of color
Oh
printing
my
on the front
god.
side, and then 3
I
layers of
had,
color
like,
printing on the bottom
Damn,
side.
I gotta
To
pre-order
make
this.
sure the original color is coming back.
It looks
And
so
then you
good.
might be noticed on the grip side as well.
It matches the inside of the console.
Yeah, so this has the 30 years anniversary version of the shapes as well.
That
Yeah,
texture, I
not
love
on
it.
that one at least.
Right, and then
It's
is
a
this the
digital.
controller cable here?
Yeah, it is.
I think
Look
it
at
is on the
that.
PS5
Looks
Pro.
kind of familiar too.
Yeah. So maybe you remember the moment, like when you plug your controller into the original PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
This is the connector.
I love that.
So today we use USB-C for this charging cable, but we want to bring back some memory. When you start playing it, that's what we wanted to do.
You guys
Love
see
it. And it's
that?
also
Like
got
how
these
big
PlayStation
that
shaped cord ties. It's one
cord
of
is?
the few accessories that come with the bundle.
Like, that's how it was.
Some stickers,
you
we
know?
got a paper clip as well, but very cool to check out the bundle.
Obviously without like
altogether.
the mini one, like you had to
All right, well
put
now that
in
we're done
like
with the
put in
bundle,
like the
what is this
entire
over
thing.
here?
So let's pick this up.
Yeah.
This is a limited edition 30th anniversary PlayStation Portal.
I love
Yeah,
the PlayStation
I don't
Portal.
care about
Seeing it in
that
these
at all.
original gray colors looks so cool. The buttons.
Yeah,
It
and
looks
you
kinda
can find
weird
the
though, like,
PlayStation
this one I
logo
don't
in the
like
original
that
colors.
much.
Well, the same as the DualSense.
But I think maybe I just don't like that product at all in general. So maybe it might be the
version of the
reason.
shape.
And then what's this on the back?
Yeah, so there's a printing of the PlayStation 30th anniversary as well.
Very cool. I love that. Now,
Yeah.
does the portal come
Mid.
with the bundle?
No, Portal is sold separately, and the DualSense is available separately as well.
Very cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the PlayStation 5 Pro 30th Anniversary Limited Edition bundle. This looks fantastic. It is
Jeez.
so excited to see the Pro in those original colors. But what else is going on with the Pro that you can tell me about?
Yeah, so the difference from the original standard version is each individual unit has a unit number.
But this one is gonna be
Nice.
like almost impossible
Because
to
we are
get.
going
It's
to
like only
sell,
12,300.
1,300 units globally only.
12,300 for the anniversary
Yeah,
for
that's-
12
Yeah, I get you on that, Mabu.
And then we also have an embossed printing of
But
the,
like, think about it, like
PlayStation 30's
12,300
anniversary
copies.
Let's
edition.
look that up and take a look
It's
at it.
so dumb. They
Very
have like
cool.
such
So
an
this is different from
opportunity
the
to
original
sell so
PS5.
many
Yeah.
of those.
Love that. Nice. Well, it's got the gray vertical
I guess
stand
why
and
they're
some of the
doing,
same
like, the
accessories as the
other
PS5 bundle. But this has all the features of
PS5
the
though.
PlayStation Pro.
Yeah,
5
so
Pro.
this is the PS5 Pro, so it comes with a 2TB SSD and a Wi-Fi 7 network capability as well.
Nice. Well, I know what also sets this bundle apart is we got the charging station and the DualSense Edge wireless.
So this DualSense is also special version as well. So the 30-year anniversary shapes printing on a touchpad.
That's cool.
And then look, this adaptive trigger.
Oh, the texture on it.
Yeah.
The symbols. Very cool.
So we
Right,
engineered,
exactly.
two
Resellers,
controllers coming,
like, I
to this
really
bundle
hope
as well,
they,
so we painted the
make,
charging
like, a
station
good
with the
system
original
for
color
this.
as well.
So
look
it's
at this
just
case
not
for
gonna
the,
be like a
DualSense Edge.
lot of
It has the original color family
like
map,
those.
in
What
the
is it
front,
called?
And then on the back, there's a
not
30 years
resellers,
anniversary
but,
symbols as well.
Now, the DualSense Edge is also available separately, like the DualSense and PlayStation Portal, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, it has been so much fun checking out the full collection. Is there anything else that we want to share with folks?
Yeah, we designed
That's probably the
packaging
worst gonna
for
be the
those
case,
products
you know,
in a
with the
unique way
PS5
as well,
Pro.
So I hope you will enjoy the out-of-the-box experience as well.
Very cool. Well, you can head to PlayStation Blog to read the full packaging details and all the accessories. And pre-orders begin September 26th.
September 26th.
Thank you for joining us today.
Okay,
and
fuck, I
here's
gotta
the
put that in
30
my
years of
calendar.
play.
That's next week.
Let's celebrate together.
Shit. Okay. Watching this makes pieces look like an advanced Aliens pieces. Yeah, but I mean, like the whole thing about this
Thank
one
you
is
for joining us today.
like the whole point about this one though. It's not to like it's nostalgia. You know, that's what it is. But it's like what makes it beautiful though. But honestly, I mean, like the PS5 Pro, I think maybe I like the PS5 Digital Edition kind of better. You know, it's like more clean. I mean, like if I like plus the price on the PS5 Pro, it's probably gonna be ridiculous. Not only because it's a Pro, but also you got to keep in mind there's only 12,300 of that, like worldwide. So how the fuck is that supposed to happen, right? But what I'm gonna do though, on the 26th, I'm gonna see if I'm able to like pre-order it. So what I kind of read online is that you can only kind of pre-order from certain sites, but I believe Norway is kind of like a pretty big like PlayStation market, so there's probably like a store or something here where you can pre-order it from. So I'll try to figure out which store that is on the 26th, and then if I'm able to like pre-order like the Pro, I probably will, and then I'll just think about if I might sell it after, you know. Because that's what I did, like, when they had, like, a new... So I actually bought, like, a PS5, like, probably, like, a year and a half ago or something like that. Yeah, probably, like, a year and a half. What I ended up doing was, like, there were, like, a new kind of hype on the PS5, like, the digital edition. And so I ended up buying it, you know, online. Got, like, it was, like, a waiting line. I got, like, you know, message to, like, buy it. And then I just sold it for, like... 150 euros, 200 euros more, you know, and like 2 weeks later, you know, to somebody in my city. And I was like, cool, easy money, you know, why not? And then I was like, you know, if I'm not able to sell it for like as much as I want, well, then I have a PS5, right? Like, what is the problem? So I probably like, I'm gonna try to see if I get a hold of like the PS5 Pro. And then I just have to make a decision, right, if I want to use it or not, you know, or if I'm selling it. That's really going to be, like, the whole idea on this. Because it's probably going to sell for a shitload after, if you're able to get your hands on it. So, it might have to be, like, a little bit of a smart business move on this. But we'll see, you know, we'll see. If not, you know, I'll probably just, you know, try to profit. Exactly. Gotta earn that money, trickster. Not really worked though, you know. So, but if not, like I'll probably like pre-order this one and just get like the basic version, and then I'll probably just use it, you know. Stonks. For real. But yeah, like originally though, I do actually think looking at both of them, I do kind of prefer this one like aesthetically. I think this kind of looked cool first, but now looking at it, I don't know. I just prefer the clean version, you know. Like I don't know. This is a bit strange. I don't have any recall of this. Like the controller is more of a nostalgia thing, and the colors and like the icons, right? All right, enough PlayStation, but I gotta remind myself on the 26th. 26th, that's next week. Jeez, I really hope there's like a store in Norway that sells it. Like I tried to see like what kind of countries people might use bot. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Like that might happen. But what I understand though is that so the way I saw the pre-orders, well, it looks like you only can buy from like a certain link, and that link is only available in certain countries. Unfortunately, Norway was not on that list of countries, but they also would sell it in certain stores, right? And so Norway obviously been like quite a big PlayStation country, so I'm sure like there will be like a electric store here that would sell it. So I do think I know which store that usually does it. So I will keep an eye on that page and try to get a hold of it. But pretty much, you know, on the 26th, we just have to keep an eye, you know, what's gonna happen then. But that's like the big thing. I think this is gonna be like a big issue if PlayStation haven't, you know, made like any good system for avoiding bots, you know. But the issue is that the people that make the bots and that do all this stuff, like they're always like, it's almost like with cheating, right? Like cheating in games, like the systems that they build, like they always seem to be like 2 steps ahead. And when they kind of like reach back a little bit, they come up with something new, so they're always like 1-2 steps ahead. And same with this, you know, it's a little bit similar, to be fair. Okay, so let me see. The next thing we have on our list is Silent Hill immersion trailer. Silent Hill 2, actually. There we go. Explore Silent Hill and immerse yourself in psychological horror like never before. I actually heard that this one, I don't know, I kind of heard like mixed reviews on what people think about this. But let's take a look at least on the immersion trailer. I don't know if like this would be like a scary game I would do though, but I kind of wanted to take a look at the immersion one. See what's up. Looks good though. Holy shit. Explode on a stunning 4K. Oh yeah, they have like the haptic thing. Forgot about that. Jesus. It's a nice touch though, to be fair. Like it makes it a little bit more like overall experience. But the game is looking better than I was expecting actually. You have like a more trailer on this? Let me see. Here in my country, PlayStation don't have any stores above mine, which was a 12-hour drive. Really? Shit. Okay. Well, I guess you're not getting the PlayStation 5 Pro. Gotta go for like 12 hours. They have like the story trailer for like, I don't know. We'll just wait. But it did look kind of cool though. Alright. Here's another video. So this is kind of cool though. I think Kaisen not, like, I don't really watch this dude, but I think he's been quite interesting in the way he's promoting his different runs, you know, that he's doing. And now he just released like a trailer for his Sekiro marathon, which is kind of cool. Like, he's been really like delved into like the Souls games after Elden Ring, literally the same way I did too, which is funny. But it just really shows how much of a success Elden Ring was, not only in terms of like Elden Ring itself, but the way it opened up the Souls-like world to like so many different people, because they got their mind blown, you know, which is awesome. I think they like profited. If you look at their profits like after Elden Ring, on like older games, it's probably like gone up like by many percentage, for sure. All right, let's see.
What brings you here, Wolf?
Second.
Probably just made like a full-on movie.
Here, pain will make you stronger. You will face relentless enemies. Fight against all odds. And face
Jesus.
inner demons. But remember the Iron Code, Wolf. Hesitation is defeat. If you hold back, you die.
Bro, I feel bad for the guy that have to act like him. Shit.
Rise.
You suck. Bro, that is actually funny.
Challenge. Become the shinobi.
So, are you ready? Bitch, what you think?
That's actually quite good. I haven't seen it yet. Huh.
84% unge menn.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't watch him like in general, and I haven't really watched any of his stream. Like, I tune in like a few times, and it's definitely not for me. Like, it's just too loud, like too much crazy stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just I don't understand the appeal. But apparently 80,000 people thinks there's something there, so you know, I don't know. But you gotta give him credit though for like this trailer, like. That is some good quality stuff. Like, whether you like him or not, that is some good quality, you know? But, like, it's not like that I want to watch him play Sekiro after this. I'd probably watch, like, you know, Gino Machino or something like that, which is more chill. But it's kind of interesting to me, like, how, yeah, Kai, how, like, I show speed, like, I don't understand, like, how the appeal, right? I don't understand it. But, like, I've never been kind of like that. So, I guess just makes sense, right? And, yeah, people have different things that they kind of like and what they don't like, right? And certain streamers, most of his viewers are children, so it makes sense. Yeah, I guess so. But I feel like, even with, like, I Show Speed and Kaizen Not, like, even if a lot of them are kids, I just don't think, like, I feel like that's where the parents need to step in though. Like they're not really streaming content for kids to see, you know. Like it's not very family friendly, if I must say so myself, you know. And there's a lot of weird stuff like on their streams, and I don't understand the hype. Like even like I Show Speed was in Norway for a trip, and I don't know, there was just chaos. But the weird thing is that his way of doing these things, like the people that he attracted, like made it chaotic in Norway, which is not good. Like usually don't have this kind of issue. So you also see like what kind of influence they have on them, you know, which is also, you know, a bit scary, you know, to think about. So yeah, but like my point is that like, yeah, maybe it's fun watching him, like, maybe like a little bit, or like maybe one or two times, but like 80,000 people like watching this guy, like, I don't know, like, it just seems like where did these people come from? Strange. I don't see the hype. But anyways, you know, either way, really good trailer though. I'll give him credit for that. Alright, next one. God of War Ragnarok launch trailer on PC. Bruh, I'm not gonna lie, I was this close buying this game today and just play it. But I will at some point though. And I guess like playing the first God of War was a lot of fun. Didn't do it on stream though, but it was a great game. And I always wanted to play this after as well, so I've been waiting on this coming out on PC. But I also don't really feel like I have to play it now, right? Because it's not technically like a new game, right? It's been out for many years on like PlayStation. So I'll probably wait until like maybe it's like, you know, maybe like 10%, 20% discount, you know, depending a little bit how it's doing. It actually got like a lot of complaints as well because of you have to create like a PSN account, right? So don't forget Cocomelon had billions of views and parents are handing kids iPads for hours. That's a valid point. But my point is that, of course, like, I'm not blaming necessarily the channels, but I'm blaming the parents, you know, because the parents are just kind of, they have to dictate, like, what is okay to watch and what is not okay. And I'm saying this because I'm, like, 30 now, right? So I'll probably be a parent as well at some point, you know, like, not too far away. Who knows? But yeah, it's just that it's our responsibility, or it's the parents' responsibility, you know, to kind of dictate what they're saying, what they're seeing, and what is okay. And we definitely have like, this is why we have like the issue of like concentration and like just not being able to concentrate in this. It's just because they've been in like this iPod phone generation, right? Of just like always watching content. There's so much going on, and there's obviously some good things about like just them adapting to technology fast, and there's stuff like that. But is the positivities outweighing the negatives? You know, it's always like gonna be the thing, right? And yeah, so it's kind of wrong of blaming the creators. You know, they are allowed to create the content that they want. Obviously, like I said, I don't understand like even the hype, even if it's kids and not. And yeah, that's just my personal opinion, right? All right, God of War Ragnarok launch trailer. Let's go.
Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything.
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands.
Nothing is written that can't be unwritten. Remember? We shouldn't let prophecy define our choices.
We will make our own
10 out of
destiny.
10. Yeah, shit. Like, that game is gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. I mean, like, I heard it's even better than the first one, so can't wait to test it out, you know, but I'll probably wait. I have it on my list, though, but I'll wait until, like, it gets, like, you know, 10, 20% discount. But it depends. Like I said, if it kind of performs decent, I think they will get it, like, to, like, 20%. If it performs good, like, the max you will get. Kind of like Baldur's Gate. Like, I waited until they were, like, 10% off. That was the only time, like, but now, like, you know, maybe I'll wait longer as well, you know, because it's not, like, a huge rush. But I'll definitely play it, because now I'm, like, committed. And then maybe I'll replay the first one as well, like, just to kind of catch up a little bit. It's a great game. It's a bit long, but really good story. Really good. All right. This one is kind of interesting. So, it's like this dude creating Black Myth Wukong diorama. So he like did like the Sun Wukong trapped in rest and rebirth of the Monkey King. So this is kind of interesting. So I'll see what he is able to create. It's a bit of a longer video though, but we'll get through it. I think it could be cool. People are so talented. A lot of talented people out there.
Welcome back to the WoW Creator YouTube channel. I'm so happy you're here to enjoy the gifts of music and visuals that I'm sharing. This is a very special and emotional video for me. So, instead of the usual narration, I'll let you immerse yourself in the amazing music and visuals I've created. I hope you have a wonderful
Yeah, I'm
and
not sure,
emotional
Mabo, if you
experience
get the free
watching the
DLC.
video. Please leave a comment so we can
Hopefully,
chat.
though. I'll definitely check that out before I, like, buy it, but, yeah. Can't wait to test that out. It's like, look at this. Already now, it looks incredible. Like, I would never have, like, the skills to do that. Like, my... my hand skills and finger skills, like... Of course, like, it's a lot of years of practice, but... I just... not... I'm not that talented in this regard. No chance. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that was his nails or like toes. Crazy. Like, look at this. Unbelievable. And it's just like in the beginning phases too. Oh no, he does all the hair as well. That is insane. Look at this. Like, that is unreal. Bro, is he getting his veins as well? Oh, I was like, I thought it was the veins. Oh, it is kind of the veins though, I guess, maybe. Jeez. You know what I miss? Like, what I think would be cool. I'm just gonna stop it a little bit. So, here's the thing. I'm not saying like a lot of the collector's editions are bad, but there've been enough bad collector's editions now that I feel like more developers and more game studios should really utilize creators like this, you know, to make their collector editions. Like, look at the details, like, look at the effort they put down. Of course, I understand they have to mass produce it, but maybe do like Elden Ring. They did like, oh, you have to do like 1,000 of this. And of course, I understand this is hand-painted, and you have to like plan it out like in a long time before, but I think they should be, you know, I think they should utilize more of the creative talent out there, you know, to make these sort of collector's editions, you know, special editions, you know, because this is what people would appreciate. It would be a great opportunity for, call it like, you know, smaller creators and these people that are, you know, maybe making this and selling on their website or something, you know, kind of just have an opportunity to be part of like new games, right? Instead of obviously this. But maybe like their business model is better, you know, of just making it their themselves and then selling it, you know, for a better price. So I don't know, just looking at the numbers, but I think more game studios should utilize the talent, you know, that is out there, especially for these kind of collector pieces, you know. So just my thoughts. No, exactly. You will only work this hard and build skills if you have real interest. Exactly, and that's why I'm saying, like, you need to utilize those people, you know, in situations like this where, you know, okay, there's a big game coming up, we want a collector's edition, let's get some guys involved that, like, that are really passionate about these kind of things, you know, maybe they find people that really like that kind of game or that kind of style, you know, and it's a really good mix, and I think it just gives an opportunity for these artists also to be noticed, you know, it could be like special pieces, you know, made by these artists, you know. And of course, you know, if it's, you know, you can't make, you know, 1,000 of them or like maybe more, but, you know, maybe you can make like 100, you know, and you get like, you know, a higher price for it. But I think it would be worth, you know, the investment, and it's a nice kind of gesture as well to artists, you know, to be noticed for their work. All right. Bro looks better here than he looks in-game for me. Yeah, maybe somebody will watch my stream and come across it. Or we just write it on Twitter or something, I don't know. At the end of the day, though, it always comes down to numbers, you know, and I'm sure they're just trying to make something that, you know, brings them the highest revenue and the least cost. That's what it is. Unfortunately, that's the issue. Even this thing, like, is quite skillful. Still don't understand, like, is he making a rock? I guess we'll find out. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's almost like a hidden. If you kind of make him in like to like a cave or something. Let's see. Oh, you're filling it up. Okay. Oh my god, that is unreal. This shit. Any cubic? Like 3D printer probably, right? Yeah, that must be a 3D printer. Oh, okay. That makes sense, Mabu. Oh, it's a more advanced, like, resin chamber or something, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I'm very confused how we made that. So why wouldn't you just make that of the... Why wouldn't you just do the same with the Black Myth Wukong? Like, the main character there. I just don't understand there. It just seems like a little bit waste of time. Oh my god, he's just making like a full-on podium and shit. Jeez. Got like some popcorn? No, I'm just kidding. Got like some snacks for you? Huh. I guess it might be like the beginning of the game as well. Doesn't it start kind of like that? Sort of? A little bit at least. Kind of like get reawakened. Reminds me a lot about the beginning. Like the first area that you spawn into. After you kind of, you know, fought in the crazy battle first, and then you...
This is the link to my YouTube Shorts channel, where I'll regularly upload behind-the-scenes videos and special moments from my work, especially important tips for sculpting and resin art. So, to make sure you don't miss any videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to follow my WoW Creator Shorts channel.
Jeez.
See you soon.
Yeah, it really did. Like, that is crazy impressive. So, here's the account, by the way. WAW Creator. That is pretty impressive. I don't know if he sells it, though, but I guess they have a store, Anycubic. Let's just put part of this machine together. 3D printing device, yes. Huh. Okay. Go to site. Let's see what they do. Oh, okay, so this is the machine that he used. Okay. Huh, he doesn't have like an online shop though. Which is kind of like my point, right? Is that this is the kind of dude like that would be so cool if like Black Myth Wukong did something with this guy, right? Imagine he made like, you know, multiple like this that people could buy after, right? In collaboration. I think that would be amazing. Alright, 2 more videos. So this one is kind of funny as well, but we're gonna do like another game one before we do this one. So, I don't know if you guys been looking at the Dragon Age, the Whale Guard, but there's some cool stuff happening here, or cool. But before we do that, I'm gonna take a look at this one. It's called like Ballad of Eterra gameplay showcase. I don't know. I just kind of watched like a few seconds of it, and I was like, that kind of looks cool. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, let's kind of first react to Ballad of Eterra gameplay showcase and another PS5 game. Bro, are we just... PS5 is releasing all their games at the same time at this point? Alright, let's see. Infold? Wait, I feel like I've seen like a trailer of this guy before. I don't know, something rings a bell that I've seen a trailer of this. What the hell is even that? Okay. So far, I'm kind of feeling it. Something like a snake? Capture from in-development game build. All content subject to change. Okay. kind of tanky base enemy. Okay, Sekiro style again. Black Myth Wukong without the monkey? Okay. Bro, the way that enemy turns is so funny to me. Still gonna be like 10 times better than Assassin's Creed Shadows. No monkey. No monkey, just like a random dude. Looks kind of cool though. The world is pretty. I like the style so far. But also kind of, I feel like the enemies are seems like a bit tanky. Ooh, you can parry as well? Okay. There was even like a perfect parry. Oh my god, oh my god. Bro, that is a cool attack. Jeez. Bro, I need a PlayStation at this point. Base enemies with like these crazy attacks. I'm kind of for it. Okay. Some sort of... Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Like hidden quests, in a sense. And some guide points, it seems. World is beautiful, though. Bro, I didn't pick up the loot. Bruh, imagine playing a showcase and not picking up the loot. Unbelievable. A lot of weird enemies so far. Okay. I hope the camera angle is not like always like this from above. Classic IGN move. It's not IGN though. It's not IGN, it's PlayStation. Mabu is PlayStation. But that is true though. It might be like an important item, so they don't want to show it yet. Okay. Oh, that is kind of pretty. I guess she has like some sort of special effects, perhaps. Or like special abilities that, that's why he's protecting her, bringing her to these places. Huh. Child labor. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, so this took a bit of an unexpected turn. I didn't expect it to like fully transform the world. Okay. You got like flying enemies out of that? Because that happened or something? Woo! Tell me we're fighting that boss though. That would be sick. Okay. Look, they got inspired by Lords of the Fallen. It's like 2 worlds in 1 game. I'm just joking. It kind of seems a little bit like it though, not in the same way, but it seems like once you activated like this statue, like it kind of impacts the entire world. Interesting. Yeah, I really hope that this is what we're gonna watch. Like, there has to be like a massive boss fight though if they're doing like a 14-minute video on this. Like, there's no way there's not. We got like some classic grace as well. Oh, I didn't even see her first. Okay. Oh wait, so now we're oh, we swapped person. Okay, we're no longer the dude. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, that is bro, I really like how they actually kind of doing it as almost like a cutscene. That is crazy. Combat looks kind of cool. She also didn't take the chest that was right behind her. God damn it. Okay. But again, like, I feel like the base enemies are a bit too tanky, you know, I think. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, like, maybe they tweak it before launch and stuff, but it seems a bit tanky. Like, if this is the base enemies, like, imagine, like, the main bosses. Or the boss fights. Alright, that is a cool attack. Nice. Okay. Oh, let's go! Like, this has to be a boss fight. There's no way this is not a boss fight. Come on. Dragon boss fight or something. I mean, like, it's gonna be pretty crazy though if you're fighting like the entire thing, but let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. It's not a dragon though, but it is a boss. Okay. It's actually kind of cool that they don't have a name for it either. Maybe they just don't want to spoil it. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that too. It's a good point. Ooh, perfect parry. Do you have like a special attack? No? Interesting. Oh. Oh my god, okay. He got the power of the dragon? Or black hole or whatever. Oh my god, that's a cool attack. Bro, he just parried the shit out of that. What a beast. Okay. Bro, I'm just punching it. Oh my god. Honestly, this game looks sick. It's actually interesting that you can swap the characters mid-boss. Oh, there we go. Okay. Why was he red? Oh my god, cutscene. Kinda. Bro, I love that they implemented that in the game. That's cool. Also more base enemies though. That's kind of nice. My god. Watch out. What did he? Oh. Combat's like very creative. I like it. Okay. Nice. Raw. Jeez.
你是探务人吗？通向巨像的路已经断了，得去女界帮忙联系。
Huh. That might be the third guy there with the shield.
你最好知道自己在说什么。无显探务人不会有什么好下场。
Okay.
奇怪，这里怎么会出现秽物？要不是小家伙的血灵把我带到这儿，你们就全完了。
我们原本想顺着朝圣的路前往巨像，
Cool skill.
没想到出了点意外。
如果还有时间，我倒是想让你多说。
Nice. Okay, we got like some views of some bosses. Bruh. Oh my god. Ooh, look at that. Bro, that is such a cool fight. Oh my god, that is... Okay, wait. Got a little birdie friend? What are you telling me, birdie? Good job, birdie. It's not a bird anymore, it's a butterfly. And now it's a fish. Ah, okay, now it's a flower. Almost though,
不管
close.
发生什么，你我都不曾背叛这个世界。
Not gonna lie, that looks freaking incredible. Oh my god. Like, PlayStation kind of hit it out of the park with that one. It's not a lot of games like that where I've been like, that looks good. Like the loot, the world, the combat. My kind of game for sure. Good timing that we have, let me see what it says though. Take a first look at extended gameplay footage of Ballad of Eterra, an upcoming action RPG from Info Games in development for PlayStation 5. So we don't really know when though. Nah, it's still early, it doesn't say yet. It doesn't say.
不管发生什么，
Doesn't seem like it has a release date yet. Yeah, that's the thing like where I'm noticing here as well. Like those standard enemies are some serious damage punches. They don't seem overly challenging. They just take too long to take out. Yeah, that's a little bit what I'm thinking as well. It's one of the things that I noticed. It just seems like it will be very annoying if you have to fight like the base enemies like for so long. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it has a release date yet. Let's see if it says anything on the PlayStation side. 2025. 3 online players as well. Okay, that's kind of cool. Online play. 2025, so sometimes next year. Sometime next year. I guess it's time to get the PS5 then, boys. 30th anniversary edition, and then we get this game, Ballad of Eterra. Damn, that looks really good though. I'm actually more hyped about this one than they were for like, what is the other one that they released? I think they already released that one, like the kind of Souls-like games as well. But this one is probably the best one I've seen. Like really my type of game with like the world, the environment, like the bosses, the loot, like even like the minor kind of cutscenes. Probably late 2025. Yeah, I mean like, they probably just do it to be safe, you know? Like, it's just better for them to write 2025, you know? To just have the time, you know? So they don't feel rushed about it. But, yeah, sometimes next year, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It looks, I mean, like, to be fair, though, early development, it still looks kind of smooth. Looks nice. So, kind of feeling happy about this. I'll definitely keep it on my list. So I gotta like that one. And then let me put it on Discord as well, just to kind of have it there on other games. We might as well while we're at it. Let's see. Other games. 2025. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just have like some hotkeys on the. There we go. Trickster, you added some. Let me see. I guess we'll take a look at your videos before we watch like the next one. Let's see. Devil May Cry. Okay. Let me see. Let's take this one away as well. If you guys have any other videos you want me to react to, just put it in the React Videos channel. There. In the meantime. If not, we'll probably just do like these remaining 3, and then we'll play like some Last Epoch. Let's see. Alright. Devil May Cry 3 Mission 8 Badass Cutscene. Alright, Trickster, let's see what you're bringing up from the table. Let's see. Devil May Cry Mission 8 Badass Cutscene. Okay, let's see. Quality looks kind of mid though. It's only 720. Okay. Guess it's kind of old. Yeah, it is 8 years ago. Makes sense. Music is fire though. It's like some badass fighting game music. Bro, the music is what makes this cutscene so good. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, okay. That is good. Okay. Oh, it's fucking running at the speed of light. Nice. Hello there, fella. Yeah, that is good, not gonna lie. But here's the thing though, like, where I think is this is kind of part of, you know, I don't think, maybe it's like, maybe because I'm like older generation now, like with the gaming and stuff than the new gen, but this is all random with some stuff and camera angles. Yeah, but like the simplicity in it, it's like, I feel like every game now, it's like, oh, it has to be so, like, it has to be so massive, so complicated. There's always like so much going on, you know? Like, sometimes it's the simplicity that kind of works, you know? He just got stabbed to death before, Demon Boy? Damn. But yeah, it's like, but the music, and I say this again, like, music has such a good, important impact on, like, making movies, games, like, make it or break it. Like, again, one of the things I remember the most of Liza P is the music. It's incredible. Like, I would listen to Liza P's soundtrack. You know, no problem at all. Japanese game. Yeah, but it's like I say, like the simplicity at least in like that cutscene and like older games. I think we sometimes, you know, we forget how good that can be. You know, the simplicity. So I'd love to see more of that as well in newer games. Alright, let's see. Sword of the Stranger. Let me just get through the ad here. Okay. Final battle, Sword of the Stranger. Okay. Another... Is that Devil May Cry as well, or just anime? Jeez. Okay.
何が起きた？偉人が仲間を切った。残りは一人だけだ。
Okay. So where is this from, Trickster? Oh, it's anime, okay.
千葉使え薬痛みをなくす
いらん痛みがある方が
Okay.
生きている気がする
好真好我越来越喜欢你了
Heat up the sword. Get ready. Maybe he's heating up his hand a little bit as well. You get better grip. Nice. No, he's bleeding. got cut. He was like, no way, somebody cut me. Yeah, music is great. And he's gone. Oh, okay. It's not. Ah, jeez. Oh my god, okay. Jeez. No! He's still alive. Jesus, yeah, he's sword in the hand. Ooh, 50-50. They're both fucked, most likely. Well, he is absolutely fucked at least. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh, that is nasty. That is unnecessary. Gotta give him a clean death, though. Jeez. Dororo? I don't know this. I'm not familiar. Jeez. Bruh, his dead face is not pretty. The music on that scene was absolutely fantastic, though. I like it. Sword of the Stranger, huh? I'm not gonna lie, watching how long is this? 8 minutes? Bro, I gotta watch this movie. Like, if it's like this throughout the movie, oh my god, I'm like invested in the characters already. Too bad it's the final battle. We need like movie recommendation channel or like movie recommendation in the Discord. I'll make like another channel on the Discord for like movie recommendations, so you guys can put in that. God, yeah, I gotta watch that. See if I find it somewhere. That looks cool. Yeah, Mabu, I think we need to watch it, both of us, you know? Refresh the memories. I mean, like, for you at least. I haven't seen it. Wow. Yeah, that looks absolutely fantastic, not gonna lie. Sword of the Stranger. I wonder where... Is it 2007, huh? Wow. That's kind of cool though, like this person under here, just accountant. We still have 20% of our animation budget left, and the only remaining thing we have left to do is the final fight, director. Say less. That's always a good thing though. This is a good thing, but you're right though. I mean, like, Trickster, like the music, like the combat, but also, even in that short amount of time, like, I got invested in, like, the people, you know? It really makes me want to see it, for sure. I'm gonna like it. Crazy. Alright, the last video we're gonna see is, so Dragon Age did, like, they obviously are releasing like the Dragon Age the Whale Guard, which I honestly thought looked kind of cool. And then they had like a preview of, let me see what it says here, of the character creator. Obviously IGN, we can't trust them anymore because they're just giving everyone 7s, even if it's a bad game. So, I don't know, I kind of don't want to watch their reviews anymore. I usually didn't mind watching them. Obviously you have to take it with a grain of salt, but like, with recent games and like how they reacted to it, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, everyone is just getting a 7. You know, pretty much. Like, it's kind of crazy how Black Myth got like 8, right? But anyways,
Dragon Age, apparently this has been a very controversial.
Let's see what Asmongold is saying.
So they introduced.
To be fair though, like, I'm not really a person that watched Asmongold much, but he has some interesting takes, right? So I think it's always interesting to kind of watch what he's saying on certain topics. And it's also like a guy that kind of just says it how it is, you know? Like, obviously you don't have to agree with everything that he says, but... And you probably won't either. But it's just interesting and refreshing to hear people say kind of like what they mean, you know? And, yeah, it's need to be more people, you know, that kind of just being more honest and upfront about what they're meaning. And don't care much about, like, what is the end result out of it. But at the same time, like, you know, for him, it's, you know, he's in a good position. A lot of people, you know. But, the Roar, as I said, also have some sick fights, and the story is so good if you want to check it out. It's good. Yeah. No, for sure. Is it a movie as well, Mabu? But like I said, yeah, I'll make, like, a channel in the Discord there, that we have called, like, movie recommendations or something. You guys can put in, like, those, you know. And I will check those out because, like, really made me want to check out that movie for sure. But yeah, anyway, so they're making like a character they're talking about the character creator system, and they've been added like some typical Western, not typical Western thing, but they added some elements of like the Western world that just doesn't make sense, and I think it just touched a little bit upon it, which I think was quite nice. So I just wanted to see like the entire video. I saw like the short version of it, but I wanted us to take a look at the big one. And obviously, you know, people are allowed to kind of like, you know, do what they want with their life and have their way of doing things. It's just sometimes you don't have to push it. You don't have to push the agenda like on everyone, right? And like, this is a game. Like, it should be a game. Let it be a game, you know? This is, I think, is important. Watch the movie and tell us about it. Yeah, I'll certainly will. I certainly will.
It's their character creator.
All right, let's take a look.
Here we go.
reacting to reacting to reacting. Meanwhile, you will recommend movies?
After 10 years,
Sounds good.
we're now just a little over a month away from playing Dragon Age The Veil card. I played a hefty...
I actually didn't realize that it was coming out in over a month. So we're going to be playing this... Oh my god. Wow.
Wow.
We're not playing? Oh, I'm playing this game 100%. Absolutely, I'm playing. Do you really think I would miss an opportunity to play a game like this? Are you insane?
7 hours of BioWare's first original game since Anthem in 2019, and...
Anthem. How's Anthem doing?
No idea.
They take it off Steam? Never was on Steam? Oh, okay. I'm sure there's a lot of people playing it then.
Fourth mainline installment in the Dragon Age series, starting with the prologue and later loaded into several different saves.
Yeah, the
As
Bioshock
a
series, I
longtime
want to play for
what
sure.
I'll say is 10 years
They
is
look
a
sick.
very long time.
I wish
but
they
so
remastered
far,
them.
What I'll say is 10 years.
What is he reacting to? Oh, okay, that's kind of... Right. Yeah, no, I seen like some elements of it before. Like I remember like watching some playthroughs.
That's right.
I've never seen this before.
But
There's something
there is a game though that is kind of, you see kind of like the Bioshock vibe of it. It's made by the same people that made Bioshock, right? I don't remember. I think it's called Judas or something that is coming out at some point. So I have that one on my list. Obviously, I don't know if it's gonna be equally good, but it kind of feels a little bit like the same, right? Like Bioshock vibe to it. It's not Bioshock, but considering it's made by the same people, you know, you see in the trailer the way they're thinking, you know. I think I did like a react on this earlier actually on that. So that I think could be like an interesting newer game to try from them. But I would love to try like the Bioshock series, but hopefully like maybe they remaster it or something, because now it's kind of old. It's kind of old.
Uh-huh.
Now, I could talk to you about the combat,
Yeah.
and I will, or the gorgeous locales, that's coming too, or the way it felt, or
I'm
the
sorry, guys.
gorgeous locales.
Am I the only person that looks at this and I think that this is below standard?
True.
Like your average Unreal slop Souls-like rug pull NFT game has better graphics than this.
That's coming too, or the way it felt to see Varric and Solus again.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Or I could skip straight to the character
Oh, wait.
creator and start with.
All right, let's see it.
There's.
Did you guys see that? Look at it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, I gotta... It's such a long...
Or
Identity. She, her. We're doing pronouns in like a Dragon Age game. That's like the first thing we gotta talk about. Like, can't we just like let a game be a game? You know, just let it be a game. Let people enjoy the game. You know, let it be a game. This is interesting, and we just starting. We just started. It's been 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and 2 minutes of it has been. This is not even the worst part. I didn't even know about this, but this is not even the worst part. This was not even the reason why I was gonna show you guys this. But I was like, okay, here we go. Yeah, so originally I was planning to play this game maybe, because it looked really cool. But this, I don't know, now we're starting to reaching a point of like, Why? Why? But anyways, let's keep going.
I could skip straight to the character creator and start with...
All right, let's see it.
There's so much hair. Look, I loved Dragon Age Inquisition.
No, I don't want to see this fucking shit. Because every single time that they have a bunch of hairstyles, it's like 5 hairstyles for men and 55 hairstyles for women. There's bald, short, fade, long hair, balding. That's basically it.
That's funny.
Oh, dreadlocks. Yeah, usually they have one for dreadlocks, right? For like guys that are black, right?
Yeah, that's
sure.
true.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe a couple of those. That's
oh,
it.
yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, no, he.
But fans have long acknowledged
Jesus.
the limitations of its character creator. The Veilguard blew
Okay,
me
see,
away.
wait, you got the emo
Acknowledged
haircut?
the limitations of its character creator.
Oh, that's okay. No, it's not really an emo haircut. Never mind, I was wrong.
Character creator.
No.
The Veilguard blew me away in that regard.
Yeah, the last
After
one was.
the lackluster options of the last entry, it's wild to see what we've got to look forward to.
Some weird tattoos,
30
though.
hair
Oh
options
my
for
god.
Kunari and 88 for non-Kunari, complete with
What?
gorgeous physics
All
as Rook
girl hair
scurries
color.
around
All girl
northern
hair
Thedas. So
That
many
is true,
different
Mama.
hair textures are represented, whether you'd like totally straight hair.
I gotta tell you guys, like, I've been very negative about this game, but I've got to give it to them. I think the hair particles and the hair physics are really impressive. It's some of the best I've ever seen in a game. I've got to give it to them. I think they did a really good job with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks really good, the hair. That's true. Baldur's Gate also did a really good job there, though.
In making my character, I was drawn immediately to a long braid that whipped around as quickly as I did. Kunari horns also see a massive improvement.
Yeah.
With 49 unique styles, options range from large and imposing to decorative or even asymmetrical.
Okay.
That said, yes, their foreheads can look pretty jarring. I
think this looks fucking garbage. Like, their foreheads are too big. They look like scuffed Klingons.
Yeah. Doesn't look good.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Baldur's Gate did it way better in this regard with the horns. It
Kunari,
actually
during
looked
most of
really
my
cool with the
preview, and will
horns.
say I got
I was like
used to
even
look pretty
considering
quickly.
that.
Dragon Age the Veilguard actually only marks the second game of the series where you can play as a Kunari. So the odd imbalance of forehead versus face feels like stylistic growing pains. I remain curious about whether more time with the character creator...
Can you make her boobs
growing
bigger?
pains. I remain
Body proportions, go to
curious
that.
about whether more time with the character creator might help. The air shock of Dragon Age 2 is, in my opinion, such a beautiful...
But even look at like the horns here on this dude. Like honestly, it looks better here in the old one than it does like in the new one here, which is crazy. Like it looks like the horns are like more, you know, in his forehead. Obviously, it might be a little bit the angle, but it looks obviously better here, in my opinion. That's crazy.
Crafted model, and I would love to be able to create a Kunari Rook that...
I'm sorry, but this just looks so much cooler. I think this looks way cooler.
I think our forehead stylist.
feels as memorable. Customization certainly doesn't stop
Head
at
shape?
hair.
No
or
idea.
horns, of course. Every aspect of your Rook is editable, even allowing for facial asymmetry if you choose. Sliders allow you to change everything from head shape to the melanin in your skin to the
Of course, we gotta have vitiligo.
Bro, why she got Tetris on her face?
True. That is literally Tetris tattoos.
Like, yeah, what the fuck?
Go. Perhaps
Every time I hear that word, I can only think Uncle Ruckus with revitiligo. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot hear that word without thinking of the Boondocks. I got revitiligo. Good one, yeah, it was so good.
my favorite addition, however, is the introduction of body diversity. Cyberpunk 2077 and
body
Baldur's Gate 3
diversity.
had whiffs of this, but nowhere near what you're capable of in the Veilguard.
Yeah.
Which is much more similar to the breadth of the character creator in Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah, it was really good. You should be able to make fat characters.
Each of the 4 races, there are plenty of presets to choose from, all with varying heights and
Okay, so okay, so you can make their boobs bigger. Cause see, it even has that's the ass slider, the dick slider. Okay, this is pretty decent. All right.
We got a bulge slice, bulge
No, I like that.
sizer.
Having a dick slider, a lot of people don't have that.
That's true, they don't.
muscle or fat distribution. Once you've chosen your preset, however, you can build further upon those elements as much as you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
First is a triangulation of coordinates, allowing for many unique
It really does, though. People spend a lot of hours in character creation.
Out where you are in the little triangle, I get it.
Types that are thinner, larger, or more muscular.
Yeah.
Height sliders are fun, especially
Take a look at it after this one.
My particularly short elf ruin years of Solus's ritual planning by pushing over a statue.
She's not even that short.
The options feel almost endless. There's even a glute slider. And yes, I gave my rogue.
No, it could have been way bigger than that.
Bro, I didn't even move. It didn't even move.
It should be that should be, guys, that should be 20%.
Right.
That's it? That's like nothing, bro.
No. No.
Like, oh my god.
They had the opportunity to give her a
well, what about
juicy
the
booty.
Slider? Let's see what we got with that.
One hell of an ass. All
no.
of
What?
this is only
She really said one hell of an ass to it. It's not even nothing. It's nothing. Unbelievable. At least we have to make like a male character then, I guess.
Like, apparently this girl doesn't spend 4 hours like I do on Instagram every day. No, it's not.
4 hours on Instagram. How does the guy even have time to stream them?
I haven't even gotten into facial hair, makeup, scars, or tattoos.
Yeah.
As an elf, my rook sported some Vaseline, but there are so many different designs for both the face and the body to experiment with. While I didn't spend very much time exploring customization for the Inquisitor, I just know we'll all get the chance to make them in the way we've always imagined.
It's good to see you again.
I'm sure you do, Mabo. I'm sure you do.
The people making
we
this
all
should
do
the
at
same
this
thing
point.
that Dragon's Dogma 2 did, where they introduced the character creator before the game came out. That was a really good thing that Dragon's Dogma 2 did, and it was really smart.
Yeah.
And I think they should do the same thing.
I agree. It was very smart on Dragon's Dogma Part to release that. The issue they had was like the performance was shit
Be a relief
when
to
they
some
released
of
the
you
game.
to know that Veilguard abandons the awful green lighting of Inquisition's character creator and instead
You can change
allows
it?
you
Yeah.
to cycle through several lighting options in service of creating rooks that look just
What is this guy? Who is this guy? Look at his face.
Isn't
What
playing with a
is
female
this?
character means controlling her? I don't know, like, I think a lot of people, like, tend to create a female
This is
character,
like an
though.
honest
Personally, I
joke
was trying to
god.
make it look like myself. But it's
to
just me.
cycle through several
But yeah, I
lighting
know, like, a
options
lot of
in
people, I
service
just
of
prefer making
creating
a
rooks
female
that look
character.
just
She
as
made
good in
this?
gameplay
Yeah.
as they do
Good for
when
her.
you create them.
Bro, it's like Giga Shad's shin. Like, jeez, like, look at that. I mean, like, it might be, like, because of the horn thing, but, like, damn. Like, boy has, like, or, I don't know. Whoever it is has, like, a crazy shin. Unreal.
Combat, meanwhile, was a refreshing change from Inquisition. My go-to class has always been Mage, and even as a Knight Enchanter,
Yeah, I heard the
often felt
Mage
like
is
I was
pretty
standing
good
in one place
in this.
holding
Like, they
down
have
the
some
left
really
trigger.
cool spells, but it's
This
supposedly
felt
kind
like a
of
return to
weird in the
pace of
beginning.
Dragon Age 2, with innovations that improve upon the experience of battle overall.
So that's probably what I would do as well, if I'm testing it out.
The Veilguard
What is your camera?
introduces a new fighting style for mages featuring an orb and dagger for close quarters combat. It's
a good
tailor-made for
dodge.
players like me who love magic, but also really like to stab.
really like to stab.
Sure.
During my preview,
That thing
I
is a
played
female
through the
character. Like,
prologue
I
and
don't
then
even
dropped
know.
forward
Like,
into
It's actually
very-
crazy. Like, I remember playing Red
Like,
Mage
I
in
kind
Final
of
Fantasy 14.
like I don't even know, like, to be fair, because it kind of looked like it's boobs, right? Like, that is boobs. So I'm pretty sure that's a female, right? If not, he has a very strange looking pecs, you know, like the dude. Like, there's no way that's like a male chest, right? That has to be like a woman. Or like whatever that is. Purchase mobile games instead of these. Yeah, maybe. Kind of looks a little bit, the layout though, the same, I guess. Where are we? Like here, maybe?
Be able to take control of our companions this time around, but the Veilguard really encourages strategizing with them. They'll call out to you when they've rebuilt their mana or stamina, and the ability wheel even suggests combos. My focus during the event was mission-driven, so I didn't get as much of a chance to interact with the characters as I would
There's a lot of stuff
liked,
happening
but
on the screen, though.
even the brief
Maybe
moments
a
of
bit
banter
too much.
endeared me to them pretty quickly.
It's very cluttery.
Each class gets its own ultimate ability, think the focus ability, along with a ranged attack.
Man, I really gotta say,
Bro, I got like that inspiration from Elden Ring with the Comet Azure. Probably his pronoun is he.
I really don't think
he,
so.
her. No. It's gonna be they, them. Come on.
I don't know. I mean, like, it looks very dated. This game does look like it came out in 2016. Did you expect it to? Yeah. Yeah, I expect every game to have very good combat. I think if you have a game that has action combat and the action combat is bad, then you have a bad game. It's that simple.
That's true. Combat is key in like combat games.
That's the way
kind
it
of
works.
self-explanatory though, but
That means yeeting your shield like a giant metal boomerang. I've always played Dragon Age for story and not combat, but with this new system, I had so much fun. I felt present during every encounter and truly accomplished after every boss battle. That said, there's definitely a
you gotta hold out, Trickster.
I still
It's gonna be worth it.
using controls a few hours in.
But at this point, I'm almost a bit worried that he hasn't even.
hours of playing a game. So
No,
she
maybe
shouldn't
he
feel
brings
bad
it
about
up probably after the trailer.
Archer from all
I would
3
assume.
installments, but luckily the Veilguard offers 5 different difficulty levels that you can change at will if you want to ease yourself in.
I really hope that the highest... I'll probably play the game on a high difficulty level, right? Because of ego. But I really hope that video games can get
Because of
into
ego?
making high difficulty not be bullet sponge. Because I feel like that's what happens with a lot of these games,
That's
where
true.
like they want to make the game harder. So the way they make it harder is that they double the health and they double the damage.
Right.
As a Dragon Age fan, the Veilguard felt like a homecoming of sorts. Just as much as seeing familiar faces
Seems
in
like that?
Solus and
Yeah, I don't
Varric,
know.
I was overjoyed to be back in the world of Thetis itself. Moving us north allows for that sense of discovery I got in Inquisition.
Okay.
That looks
And
good.
if I did encourage anything, it's to really
Yeah, this is kinda cool.
look
Like
at
the
your
only frame
surroundings.
that looks good.
Not only are there small environmental puzzles to
This kind of
untangle,
looks. I don't know.
along
Like
with
it
small and
looks.
effective moments
It doesn't
of
look
visual
good, you know. It doesn't look bad. It just looks kind of weird.
I'm sorry, but Honkai Star Rail has more congruent and coherent puzzles than that, if that's the best they've got.
Is full of breathtaking scenery that drives
looks
home
cool.
the scale
True.
of these locations I've personally always wondered about. One new locale, for instance, is a gorgeous underwater prison called the Ossuary.
Yeah, that's kinda
I won't
cool.
spoil what you're there to do, but the design alone makes
Oh,
it
yeah,
one of
look
the
at that,
memorable
like
moments
fish
I've
in the
had
background and
as a
stuff.
Dragon Age game. Even after hours of gameplay, I still felt like I could have played for many hours more. I'm optimistic about the Veilguard, and excited for it in a way I haven't quite felt about another game in quite some time. If
Bro,
you'd
I'm
like-
not gonna lie. She did not watch the trailer that we watched on like that game. What is it called again? I already forgot it. But literally, if she watched the Ballad of Antara, now we're talking. Now we're talking. This is different.
Understand how people can look at that combat and be like, this is what I'm excited for. I can't understand it.
Exactly,
I
Mabu.
look at it and I really think the combat is extremely lackluster and mediocre. I also think that the narrative will be...
You want to watch some pretty characters to counter this torment?
To see even more of the game, check out our exclusive IGN First coverage, which features
just wait for it. I'm sure he's gonna...
on Rook's companions.
He's gonna bring it up soon.
And for everything else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
No thanks.
Thanks.
But that was a bad headbutt too.
I think that there's going to be a number of things in this game. Like, I actually think the narrative and the story in this game is going to be like it is going to be a masterclass in how to write a soft modern story, and I think it's going to be garbage.
Yeah, he's bringing up
do. And the reason why I think it's going to be garbage is because
it's going to be worth it, boys.
The writers of this game and the people that are making this game view it as a fantasy game. I think they view it as basically a way for them to, this is like a heightened reality of what currently exists. And I have like kind of 2 points of like reference here. Is that, let me see if I can find it. The individual person's skin color is referred to as melanin. Now, like, they do have pronouns in the game.
Yeah, look at that. Pronouns and gender.
I don't
like,
really
why?
think that's like that big of a deal, right? I think it's annoying, right? But like, sure. But like, you have like melanin on the character. And I think that oftentimes what ends up happening is that people, what they do, there's 3 options. Yeah, he, him, and they. That's clearly what the options are going to be, right? Like, I mean, you could easily say that.
He literally just said he, him, and they. He forgot about she.
Like that's clearly what it's going to be. And so, U.S. culture. Well, and then you also have, you can even have, and this is what I think is really lazy about it, is I talked about this earlier, but since we were on the video, I'll show it again, is that in the Veilguard, you can actually show, you can have an indicator here where you can have top surgery scars.
Look at that.
In order to emulate what your scars would look like if you had trans surgery.
Top surgery scars.
Is one of the most lazy and devoid of any degree of creativity examples of why you should expect this story in the game to be soft, modern, flat, and garbage, and completely uncreative.
It's such an agenda move.
We live in a world of magic, demons,
like, of
dragons,
course, people are
and
going through things.
However,
and they probably have the reasons and like let people do what they want to do. But
in order to change your gender,
like,
what a
it's not what's gonna make the game good.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. Yeah,
so
like,
when I see something
doesn't
like
even make
that,
sense.
and then I see the character's skin tone be referred to as melanin, I see an image of a game that is made to reinforce a real-world view and be a hyper-reality rather than a fantasy world. I find it to be very weird.
Yeah.
And I don't think that you should expect to see a story that's written by a studio like that have any sort of depth to it, have any degree of edge, any sort of internal truth. I think that you can expect to see an extremely flat and extremely dull and a very soft modern story that takes no risks and only reinforces what the artists and the writers that are making it want you to believe about the real world. That's the way I feel. It feels condescending. It is. And so that's my opinion. And I understand that people might not think this, but I want everybody to clip what I'm saying here. And let's take it to the bank whenever the game comes out, and we'll see if I'm right or not. You're criticizing Stone Asman. Is what game devs are lost in their own bubble. You should be 1,000% for it. Yeah, for sure. They're excited because it aligns with their values. Why would any player, including trans, want that? In a game, you can magically directly choose to be the other sex and gender. Who wants to be ugly in an idealized fantasy? Yeah, I don't think that anybody... this is... Like, I can't speak for any trans people, but, like, I can speak for a lot of people that I know that have scars that... Oh, I don't think that hardly anybody, unless, you know, you want to look like a badass or something, right? anybody wants to have their scars.
Right. It's a good point.
So I think that, like, yeah, like if you could just not have that, I'm pretty sure almost everybody that's had surgery would just turn it off. Yeah, I am my scars. Yeah, true, except for Illidan. Yeah, everybody except for Illidan. But Illidan's not real, though. You've got to keep in mind. And also, the ass slider was painfully...
The ass slider. It was painful.
Conservative. Was painfully conservative. Crazy conservative.
Look at that.
That's the ass. Are you kidding
That's like
me?
the max.
Are you fucking... This is a joke?
That's kind of... offensive though to the people with a big ass,
like,
you know,
what is
like
this?
all the African and South American
crazy.
women out there.
Come on, that's a 100.
That's like
no,
it's like a standard for them.
I can go on.
Like a mini.
Look, where do we have? Where's the ASMR section?
Oh shit. Maybe we need to stop this.
Like you just search. Like this isn't an unrealistic female expectation. There's plenty of girls.
There you go, Trickster. You want to watch some pretty characters.
I can give you a short list of 100 of them.
Maybe that's not what you meant.
I don't know what the hell they
he didn't show it.
The chest is already at max? Yeah, I guess so. That's nuts, man. Find cosplay channels. Bro, go to your local McDonald's, you'll see massive asses. Yeah, I think so, right? And I hate that a lot of people defend it, that bigger ass is not real. I have plenty of female friends that have way too big asses. Well, I think that really, I think that it's very common, and it's like one of the, it's like a, you know how you have like toxic masculinity?
Right.
I think that there's toxic femininity as well, where women like to body shame other women based off of their proportions, because their proportions are seen as, you know, like too over-endowed. I think it's very common, and like, I see this happen with a lot of girls. Is that they're like, oh, well, and it happens with skinny girls too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
happens
where's
with
our
everyone.
organs? Like, what do you mean, where's our organs?
Boys,
They're working,
girls.
unlike yours that have to work overtime.
Everyone.
Like, it's nuts. It's too seductive. Yeah, exactly. How big is 100% for the bulge, though? And that's the thing, right? Like, how big can you make their dick? That's what I want to know. Yeah, women are mean as hell to each other. Yeah, they are. They're like, anything mean that you can say to a girl is nothing like the things that a girl can say to another girl. Like, yeah, I mean, it's like, I've seen some of these like leaked group chats. Oh my god, holy fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like that's pretty much it though that I wanted to touch upon. It's a long video. So if you want to watch the rest yourself, you know, feel free to. But yeah, it's kind of unreal though, you know, to think about it, you know. That, you know, you just put in like scars, you know, and like in this regard, it's like it's a fantasy game, you know, with magic and, you know, people with horns and shit, and it's just like it doesn't make sense. Like, where's the logic? It's not a modern realistic game, you know? And it's just, yeah, it's just like, why make it so, like, they're just kind of, like, I get the representation, but you have to look at it from, like, what type of game is it? You know, like, if you can be whatever you want, then be whatever you want, like, in the game. Like, that's the freedom of the game, of, like, making your own character and creation, and, like, utilize your fantasy instead that it has to kind of be, like, set in a specific way, that you have to write it that way, or you have to put all these boxes in and say, I am this, you know, and I want to have it exactly like this. I want to, you know, be represented in everything that you do. And then you're like, yeah, but you're playing a game killing ogres and, you know, fighting for, like, dragons and going into a dragon area. I mean, like, it's all fantasy. It's fiction. You know, it's not real. So it's like, where's the balance? You know, where do you put the line, you know? So that's why I just wanted to showcase it, because I just thought it's interesting, you know? Like, I actually kind of were interested in this game. It kind of looked okay, you know? And I was like, you know what? I might keep an eye on this. And then I see this, and I'm like, it just kind of puts, like, a thought of, like, where are they emphasizing their efforts, you know, into the game. And, like, what people do in their real life and, like, what people are doing in the world, I mean, like, of course people should be able to do what they want, and, you know, it's their choice what they do with it, you know? But, it's just strange, you know? But I'm guessing, you know, as many games these days, you're gonna learn the hard way, you know, which is how it is. At this point, let them fantasize. For real. Alright, last React video. Devil May Cry. Okay, another one. Okay, let's see. Let's remove this. Alright. Devil May Cry 3 Mission 1 opening cutscene. Okay. Let's see. Trickster, what you're telling me? Bros a Giga Shad. Alright, that is too smooth. What do you mean about like the simplicity?
Not open for business yet.
That's funny.
I haven't even picked a name for this joint, and I'm already getting calls.
That's funny. Classic.
You a customer too?
Not exactly.
Well, if you want to use the bathroom, help yourself. The toilet's in the back.
Is your name Dante, son of Sparta?
Where did you hear that?
From your brother.
For the graphics, though.
He sent this invitation for you. Please accept it.
Okay.
Invitation, huh?
Oh! Jesus Christ! Boy, that escalated quickly. Damn, that is unreal.
This party's getting crazy. Let's rock. Yeah, that will make it work. I mean, he is him. That is certainly true. He really is. Bro, that is smooth. Oh, I got the sword. Nice. Don't bet on it.
How are they still alive though? Jeez. Bro, that is a pretty funny intro. Oh look, it is! Yay! Let's go! Yeah, alright, cool. Let's get back to here. And then let me get like some water. Let me use the bathroom as well, and then I'll be back, and then we'll play a little bit of Last Epoch. Not too much though, because it's like I said, I have a long day tomorrow, so I'm not gonna go to bed too late. But I'll be right back. And then we do a little bit of a Last Epoch. Alright. we are back. I mean, he is demon, but he has his limits to tolerate damage. Was funny though. Yeah. No, it really was. It was a good scene. Not gonna lie, it was a good scene. But yeah, it was one thing I wanted to mention as well that I saw it on Twitter or something as well. I think that YouTube now is apparently coming out with like a new feature to help essentially smaller channels, especially like streamers, to get more noticed. So essentially, it works as kind of like a recommended system. So say if you guys kind of like rank me high on the system, like I will get like pushed higher essentially, which I think it could benefit us, because even if we're a small channel, we kind of have, you know, you guys consistently coming back, you know, being supportive, you know, coming in, watching and stuff like that. And so I think that could actually be in our favor, you know, so it could be interesting to see how that turns out. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, hopefully that's gonna work out, you know, for us, you know, in the channel here. Because I think that's kind of our, I would say that's kind of unique in terms of like our channel size, you know. Because we're only like what 163 subscribers, but we have like, you know, consistently you guys, you know, coming back, you know, every week. Obviously, we're not streaming daily, so we are missing obviously on a lot of people, but. After discovering your channel, many more small channels started to pop in my feed. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So, and I think like this new system kind of would benefit the smaller channels more, especially also the ones that kind of have consistently, you know, people watching and being supportive. And I feel in a sense like Twitch probably has a lot to learn on this side too, because being a new channel on Twitch is like, it's really hard to get discovered there as well. So I think this could be like a very good thing. But the issue is this: they said like, oh, they would push. I think it's like every channel that is like under 200,000 subscribers. Like fuck, under 200,000 subscribers. like 200,000 is a lot of people, you know. Like damn, I wish I had so many. But yeah, like let's hope it's kind of benefits, because right now. Yeah, I see like even on like our reach, right, on the channel, like on the lives, like it's tough, you know. And I think I don't know always why. Like obviously maybe I'm doing something wrong, but in terms of like my information or like what I'm putting out or something, I don't know. But either way, I think it obviously could be helpful. So it will be interesting to see. Because it's all about kind of having like YouTube pushing you. If you get YouTube to push you, and I think like this rank system would certainly be interesting. All right, let me get last Epoch here up and going. Just move a few things as well. Just like this. Okay. Yo, Lord Blaze! Good to see ya. You just missed pretty much every React video that we do. It's all good, though. It's all good. No, it's all good. We have 2 moderators in the channel. Let's go. There's no people. There's no... what is it called? There's no people messing with our channel now. That's for sure. We got 2 moderators here taking care of business, you know. But it's good to see you. So, Lord Blaze, I won't stream tomorrow though, because I'm kind of hectic in the... have a lot of stuff to do, like with my family helping out, so I will be kind of away. But yeah, we just pretty much did like some reactions, and then gonna do a little bit of last Epoch now. Trickster with the police emoji. But yeah, I was also just mentioning, I don't know if you heard it or not, but I was just talking about how YouTube is bringing out like a new feature that is essentially gonna push out smaller channels, but it kind of works as almost like a ranking system. So since you guys are kind of like, you know, very supportive here, and And what I was gonna say, like, since you guys are kind of supporting coming back here and watching a lot, I think this could obviously work in our favor. So, you know, essentially having you guys, you know, ranking me higher would help kind of YouTube push it out. And I think if YouTube kind of looks at like the scale of like my channel and then who is watching, how much they're watching, and like consistently coming back, because this is kind of like the most important thing, then I feel like that would benefit us, you know. But yeah, I guess we just have to take a look at it and see. But yeah, let me boot up Last Epoch a little bit, and then we'll do like a little bit of a Last Epoch. How to rank your channel? I don't know yet, Trickster. I don't know. They just kind of like I just saw like a pre-release information about it. But once I know more, I'll kind of put it in the Discord and let you guys know about it. I would assume it kind of, I would assume you somehow just, they create probably like some sort of ranking system, like say like a star system, right? From like 1 to 5, and then you just have to like put in the stars, or they do like something else, right? But I would assume it would be maybe like a something similar like that, you know? So it's essentially just help YouTube to kind of recommend the smaller channels because people are enjoying it. Because I would assume that the likes that they're doing now, it's not beneficial enough in terms of tracking the engagement itself. For like smaller channels, I mean. So they kind of just disappear because there's too many videos that are getting a lot of likes, you know. So it's just essentially another measurement, I think, for them to help out with the smaller channels. Because they also probably realize that a lot of the newer channels they're not able to move on. Yeah, no worry, Trickster. Thanks for being here today. You know, appreciate it a lot. Remember to put the movie or something like on Discord. Like I'll create like a channel for it, and I'll tag you in it or something. So so I remember that. But appreciate it as always. See you next weekend, and we talk to you in Discord. Boom. And then gaming scene. There we go. All right. So I've been kind of playing a little bit of. Good night, see ya. I've been playing essentially a Void Master build, which is pretty cool. Like they have like a very interesting, really interesting build essentially, I think. GG Mabu. Are you leaving as well? Or not yet? Let's see. So I think the game is gonna run smooth though. I hope so at least. But it's sort of like a Last Epoch. No, it's sort of like a Diablo / Path of Exile mix. Like something in between there. Hopefully it's gonna run okay though. And I kind of did like a build. Let me kind of show you a little bit. So essentially, I have like Void Knight build. So some of my skills is like Warpath, which is like essentially like a spin towards like a spinning attack, and then I'm utilizing Rebuke, which essentially kind of channels like an attack for you. And then we have Abyssal Echoes and Erasing Strike, which is sort of like almost like a hammer hit, which is pretty cool as well. Alright, so we kind of see a little bit on the attack here. So like the spinning attack is kind of nice, you know, like just full on, just like that. And it hits pretty hard as well, and I'm just kind of building this based on... Like, I don't really have that much knowledge, but a little bit. So, it's kind of like a shell game for sure to just kind of run around with. I've been enjoying it a lot. You know. And it's like I said, kind of like, this is one of the new features. Like the spawning these guys. There we go.
I cannot do that.
So then we can get like some good rewards. But essentially those little things were like a new feature that they added now. So like the special attack there as well. I think I need to like increase my damage somehow. It's essentially like a void build. So this is like also like a sorcerer that we can fight. Kind of annoying how it just ended up being there. Why is he...
I cannot do that.
There we go. Get like some loot out of that. Let's see what we got. Okay. So yeah, it's a little bit of kind of similar. Ooh. Okay, experimental plated belt of the deflection. So 3 potion lot, 37 armor. It's kind of like a mini build though, 2 volatile zombie summon on potion use. I don't really need that, so I think we just kind of... Although it is a purple-ish though. So I guess maybe we'll keep it. But it's not really fitting for... Yeah, look at like that special void damage there that we can do. It's unreal. Kind of like a cool little effect that they get added.
I cannot do that.
Okay. There we go. This guy's kind of tanky. What's up with that? Okay. Really cool effect. Like how it does that. He is way more tankier. I think I need to get up my damage somehow. Oh.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
A bit of a lagging right now. I don't know if it's the stream. I don't think it's the stream. I think it's the game. They just did like a release update though, so it might have like some... Probably a lot of people are playing at this time, and maybe it's like too much on the servers for them. Could also be the case. Gotta see. I gotta remember to utilize this as well. I don't really remember exactly what it's doing. Sort of like ticking damage, it seems. Like that hit though is like so incredible. Boom! Oh, that is so satisfying. Oh, it's jittering a little bit though. Might be streaming as well, but I don't really understand that because it doesn't really seem to be impacting the stream.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Okay. Really need to make sure that we're bringing up like the growth of our mana though through this.
Stand down or die.
Just do like this. Boom! Yeah, it's kind of like my first time playing as this kind of build, so it'll be interesting to see how it actually performs. But so far, it's been nice. Still a build kind of early game, I guess. Yeah, we're having like some in-game problems right now, but it doesn't seem like its issue is kind of performance-wise. It looks more like maybe it's server problems, you know? Because I don't really see that it impacts my streams. It doesn't really seem like it is. Like, I guess I could check my settings though, but I don't really understand. I would rather think it is the... It has on very high though, but it doesn't really seem... that that's the issue. I don't really think that's the case, but kind of believe it's more servers. If it was lagging to, like, if it was too heavy, I would assume it would impact the stream quality as well, but it seems like the stream is running fine. So, I don't really think that it is the stream, you know? We're just gonna do this a little bit anyway, so it's not like a big deal. Yeah, look at this. Huh. Well, I'll test it out. I'm gonna see if it is an impact, but I don't really think that's the case. Still kind of the same, so I do think it's the server. Yeah, I think it is the server. Well, since the servers are kind of fucked, I think we just kind of wrap up there then. Thanks everyone for the time. Yeah, no stream tomorrow, like I said. See you guys next weekend. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks for being here as always. I appreciate it. GG. Good night. Have a good one. And see you next time. Boom.